Well, for Talk That Talk, we're going to be focusing on relationships, and not just any type of relationship. We're talking about ladies and what are the 4 types of single, okay, not even 4, we're going to be talking about many types of single women that men should watch out for. You know, a lot of times when we're sitting over here talking, we bash you men so many times, but you know, we have to look at ourselves and say even us were the problem sometimes, yeah? So here are like the types of single women that men should avoid. And if you're one of these single women, you need to now change yourself, look at yourself deep down inside.
Don't tag me. I knew she was going to do that.
So the first type of single woman is you pressure for perfection too early, okay?
Yeah.
So basically, you're there thinking you want a husband, you want 5 kids and a mansion, I don't know what, and all these things that you think would be the perfect relationship, and you put all this pressure onto the man too early into the relationship.
Yeah, like, and I feel like 90% of the time is because, you're not taking power enough, because when you have the power, you're trying to assess whether or not he's good enough for that picture. Yeah. But when you're so like, oh my God, oh, pick me, please, you're already obsessing with like the picture, the figment of your imagination in your head, that you're getting lost in the reality. Yeah. And that's how somebody's telling you, you know, like, he's like so amazing. But then when they list down the things that this person is doing, you know, it's usually like kind of trying to make somebody match your ideal.
I know, but there is no such thing as perfect, first of all.
By
so
the way,
save yourself the heartache. Okay, whatever package they come in, there's definitely going to be holes in that whole story. So just save yourself the heartache of that.
It's true.
But then also, I think, you know, it's okay to expect these things, but also you better be able to one up and go, I'm bringing to the table, ta-da! And then, you know, show what you got, you know. And sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes the things that the man may want may be things that you already have. Maybe you have youth. Maybe you have beauty. Maybe you come from a name. We see people like names, using them. I'm just saying, if you have it, you know, come up with those receipts.
Yeah, I like that, because a lot of times they put all this pressure on men. He needs to be the provider. He needs to be handsome. He needs to do all these things. And then us, we're just sitting there like, so you just bring it to me and I'm ready to consume.
And
but
you're
you
bringing
as a
immaturity, stupidity, and nonsense.
No, we got to do better, ladies. We got to do better. The next person is you postpone things you should focus on. Now, that's me.
No, Ayuma.
That is me.
Ayuma, let's have a meeting.
I know.
Like when you start dating, you get lost in it.
That's not important anymore.
And not even that. It's not even like it's like a time period like where you seem to not care about anything else.
Let me tell you, the first, let's say 3 months of a relationship. Okay, no, the first month I'm not that into it because I'm still trying to figure it out. Yeah, but now month 2 and month 3, I am obsessed with him. I don't want to see anybody else. My friends don't exist. My family doesn't exist. My job is like, whatever. I'm going to marry this new man now. I don't need a job. Like everything is just this man, this man, this man. And then now afterwards, I'm just like, I'm coming back. Hey, how you doing? That time I have nobody to come back to.
So are your family always like, okay, she's back, clearly.
back.
How long has it been? 3 months? Okay, yeah.
Let me tell you
Hi.
this, for me, let me, like, no, you forget relationship. Let's say I'm spending a weekend with an entanglement. An entanglement. I have now planned my routine that I've got to create all my content to make sure that I'm still posting and I'm still present on social media to create my brand, because I just like, I just don't care. Like, you know, and here's the thing, I know who I am. So now I've set my routine based on who I am. If I know I'm going to be having fun on the weekend, I just create all my content and make sure I am set, because I really be that person as well.
So if, let's say, they're a person who has a very strong brand themselves, if they're also doing their thing, are you the person that would be upset if they're busy like, babe, listen, I'm also just like building my brand?
No, that would inspire me.
Okay.
That would. And
you'd be one of those cute couples that like make posts together. Be like, hi guys.
God, I don't know about that.
No, we don't need to be doing that early. Honestly, if you're dating somebody, don't even try it. If that's your husband, sure, you can do that. And if you break up, we understand. But I don't think any type of boyfriend stuff should be there making it permanent on social media or anywhere else.
Yeah, like I'll be putting a leg, you know? In the beginning, I'll put a leg, the watch one.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay.
Now, the next person that we have is the lady that lets the past upstage the present. So basically, if she's been hurt before, all men are dogs, all men are trash. If she has been in love before, she had like this type of man that was amazing, and unfortunately he broke up with her. She expects her next relationship to be like that. So basically, she's just living in the past and hoping that the past will change, but still living in it, or trying to make the past happen again with a new relationship.
100%.
Guilty.
And you're guilty of
I've
that.
been guilty of that.
Tell us
I know. It's such an unfortunate and annoying thing. I'm getting better at it. Okay, world, don't judge me. But for real, sometimes I have moments of just going, I think I remember this. Didn't this happen to me before? I think this is a very familiar, and guys hate it. And I always get in trouble for it.
Wait, you say out
But-
loud?
Oh, no, I do. I call
Not
it.
even
I'm
in the
like,
head.
no. I'm like, I know this.
So you don't know, like in a fight, and you're just like my ex, like,
know, it's
and
so
you're
bad.
just do this. It's like,
I get it. I'm reforming.
You're reforming.
Reforming.
It's okay. We are all a work in progress in however many things. I feel like both situations, you haven't learned what you were supposed to learn in your past, and you're not ready for a relationship. Because when I look back in my past, like I talk about it from such a point blank period. This happened because I've been so engraved in figuring out like why it happened, what it taught me, and implementing those lessons. And when you're doing that, you're not trying to recreate it or like holding yourself back to that. But there's trauma that comes with heartache.
That's it.
There's trauma that comes with heartache. And sometimes when somebody does something, that triggers it.
Yeah.
However, that's your responsibility to know when you're being triggered and when you're observing.
Yeah.
And that's the work. Trust me.
It is.
I have a story. So, I'll just
once
give
upon a time, not long ago.
Basically, someone did something that looked familiar to something that has happened to me in the past. And my reaction, the feeling physically in my body, that's how you know whether it's a trigger or whether you're observing it. For example, if Ayuma knocks my foot accidentally, I would just look at it as a plain, obvious thing. But maybe if my husband used to abuse me and used to knock me on my feet, I won't see that separate. And that's why you recreate the past, because now I'm going to attack Ayuma like my ex-husband.
Of course, then they're like,
so
what?
when I felt that thing, that trigger, right?
Yeah.
I was like, this is not the time to react, number one. This is not the one. Because I was just like, But then I put it down.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, it's just a trigger. That just means that there's something in there that needs to heal.
Yeah.
And what I'm looking at has nothing to do with it. And once I chilled past my trigger, there was nothing to even be mad about.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I've been lucky that I've met partners who have been willing to like listen to me explain.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I overreacted. That was kind of crazy, but I need to I'm not trying to put this on you, but things have happened to me. Okay. So I've been
I think
lucky.
that's also good because like sometimes
be open.
sometimes your trauma is just so traumatic that no matter how much you try to heal within yourself, it's just gonna affect your next relationship.
Yeah.
So maybe as you're there, like dating somebody, you can
Let
be like,
them know.
okay, I have XYZ that are trigger points for me, and maybe you don't want to do XYZ to me, and then now if he does that to you, then like. We already had this conversation.
Yeah.
Then
now
they know
there's
what
a
they're
pattern.
doing.
Yeah.
It's deliberate.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So true.
You should share those.
The next one we have is you think you're available, but girl, you're really not available because you're still texting your ex-boyfriend and you're still interacting with all these other people and your heart is still cold as ice and you're not ready for love in your
Cold as
heart.
ice.
Yeah. Like I think now this was like me at some point kinda, like when I was there saying, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go to the next relationship, but like I'm not ready to, I don't know, like there's something
There's
in
something
me
you
that like,
feel
yeah,
when
where-
you're ready.
Exactly. And like other times like, that's why I'm like, okay, I'm bored, next.
Yeah,
Bored, next.
because you're emotionally unavailable.
Exactly. It wouldn't have mattered if whatever he would have done backflips for me. It wouldn't have mattered because I personally was not ready to be in a relationship. But I was dating and stringing along all these men as if I was ready, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm not emotionally available right now either. That is a fact. There's no lie to it. And it's a good thing right now. It's like one of like my greatest weapons because I'm able to kind of interact, should we say,
Yes.
with people. I'm able to interact with people without really kind of getting entangled myself. I'm able to just be like, okay, this is what I want right now. It's like, more fun or whatever.
And
without
you can
like
have entanglements freely.
entanglements freely. That's really the point.